Michael Scott, Scotty Man Photo. I'm at an area that I know well in eastern Kentucky. It's Windy Bay Fishing Point, Cave Run Lake. I've been here many times. Matter of fact, this image that I've captured today, I've captured several times, but I've never really had an opportunity to capture it with snow. So if you see my last week's video, I was predicting skies, and I predicted a pretty decent sky and turned out to be an abysmal failure. And so the forecasts last night were looking okay at best, okay to poor. So I was really not expecting much, and this morning was really spectacular sky. A red glow just lit up the lake. Everything was really nice light. So I think you never really know what the forecast is going to be. I mean, you know, it's a prediction, and I think you just have to you know, kind of look at all the elements and make a decision for yourself. But sometimes the predictions are right and sometimes they're not. But I think you can't really go wrong if you're trying to, you know, predict the skies. I mean, at least you've got a better chance of having a good forecast. But don't be afraid to come out just because predictions are not what you hope for. So, and that was true this morning. I was not predicting a good sky, and but nevertheless I decided to get out. It's about 18 degrees out here. And but I wanted to take advantage of some of the snow that had recently fallen. Morehead's, I think, had about a couple inches, and although it's not a lot of snow, but it's snow nonetheless. And I've never had an opportunity to shoot this scene in a snowy environment, so I think I'm going to be pretty happy with that image. But we'll see. I'll show you that at the end, of course, and you can judge for yourself. But one of the things I wanted to talk about this morning is I noticed that I have a tendency, when conditions are coming together and things are really happening, I kind of get anxious and I start to second guess myself. And I was checking my focus and my hyperfocal distance, and where was I in focus, and what did I want sharp. And so I guess I kind of had an advantage having shot this composition before. I knew the two trees in the foreground I wanted really sharp, and I knew that I wanted the background sharp too. So I wanted everything super sharp. But you know, I was really second guessing the whole composition, and well, should I go portrait? Should I go landscape? You know, I've shot this portrait before. I don't have a lot of landscapes. And I think, you know, the lesson learned is you have a composition in mind, you walk into a scene, you see the composition, and although things are really happening for you, don't start second guessing yourself. Just, you know, line up your composition and stick with it and slow down, and just make sure that, you know, you do what you normally do. Pick your focus point, decide what you want in focus, and relax and enjoy the moment. And I think that's the lesson learned this morning, is just enjoy the moment. And don't worry about it. You know, conditions come together all the time, and well, not all the time, but you know, sometimes you get the great conditions, but and you want to take advantage of them, but there's no sense getting excited. And I've been doing this a long time, and I still get excited, especially when I get those skies. I love those morning skies. That red lit sky is just something I really enjoy. So, and to have a snowy scene in that kind of environment, of course, you know, I'm very particular, so I would have liked a lot of different things in my composition. But you know, you got to take the conditions that you have and make the best of them. And I think the lesson learned for me is slow down and relax and enjoy the moment and capture the composition. You know, talking about slowing down when you get to a scene and getting excited because conditions are right, there's another thing too that I think you really have to consider, especially when you're shooting in cold weather, is that if you're not comfortable, chances are you're not gonna come off with a good image. And so I was moving focus points around and adjusting my camera, and I needed use of my fingers, and you know, I've got hand warmers, great gloves, and my hands are really warm, and I'm layered up. I think I've got 4 layers on this morning, so I'm not cold at all. So I'm not I'm comfortable. And the point is that when you're comfortable, you can concentrate on what's really important, and that's your composition. You're not concentrating on your fingers being you know, chilled to the bone, and you can't actually operate your camera because you're so cold. So yeah, that's just another thing to consider too. I had some really great light over there. It was a very fleeting moment, though. By the time I got down here to capture it, the light was gone, so kind of lost that image. But anyway, I think I'll be pretty happy with the one I have, and I hope you like it too. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, but hey, if you like the video, make sure you hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. And if you do subscribe, hit that bell icon so you're notified of any future videos that I post. And I guess if I don't see you down the road, maybe I'll see you on the trail.